I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I call the meeting of the Fairfield Town Council to order. Their first order of business is to swear in the new councilors.
Where are we going to do this?
Oh, that would be me.
Yeah, we can raise your right hand. Do you swear that you'll faithfully discharge, to the best of your abilities, the duties incumbent upon you as an elected member of the Fairfield Town Council according to the laws of the state and the Charter of Fairfield?
I do.
And do you swear that you'll support the Constitution of the United States and of the state of Maine?
I do.
And that's it. Thank you. I'll have you guys sign. Peter.
Congratulations and welcome back.
Thank you.
It sure can. That was Aunt Kevin's.
You have to sign.
All right, well, they do that. The second order of business is to accept nominations for council chair. Do I have any nominations?
I'll nominate Tim Martin.
Second.
Here.
Are there any other nominations for the chair? All right. Do I have a motion to cease nominations?
Motion to cease nominations.
Second.
All those in favor of Tim Martin as chair, please raise your hand. Tim has been nominated as chair. Would the chair prefer to take over the meeting, or would you like me to continue?
I'll let you finish the election of officers.
Lovely.
Thank you, Brittany.
Sure. The third order of business is to accept nominations for vice chair. Do I have a nomination?
I'll nominate Matt Townsend.
And do I have a second?
I'll second.
Are there any other nominations for council chair?
Vice Chair.
Vice chair, I'm sorry. Okay. Do I have a motion to cease nominations?
Motion to cease nominations.
Second.
All those in favor as Matt Townsend for vice chair, raise your hand. 5-0.
I did not expect that. Thank you very much.
Matt Townsend has been nominated as vice chair.
We don't want any dust to, fall upon you.
The fourth order of business is to accept nominations for secretary. Do I have a nomination?
I nominate Kevin Kitchen.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right. Are there any other nominations?
I nominate Stephanie Thibodeau.
Do I have a second?
Dastardly. Oh, dies for lack of a second.
Okay. No?
Would you like it?
Huh?
How would you like that?
What?
Just
Not giving a second?
No, how would you like a second?
How would I like? It doesn't matter to me. It's just a name only. So, no. But Kevin, you're new. You've got to work your way into the system.
It's initiation.
Yes, initiation.
All right, no second. Do I have a motion to cease nominations?
I'll motion.
Second.
All right, all those in favor as Kevin for secretary? You're abstaining?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, okay.
I abstained on my vote, too, just so you.
Okay.
I think everybody did.
All right, Kevin has been nominated as secretary, and I now turn the meeting over to Tim.
All right. Well, welcome, everyone. Thank you once again. Just a quick reminder to please silence your cell phones. I left mine on last meeting. Was it good? Our first order of business, public announcements. Details may be found at www.fairfieldme.com. Non-emergency town offices will be closed on Monday, January 19th, in observance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Dog licenses are due. Any dogs registered after January 31st, 2026 will receive a $25 late fee per dog. Proof of current rabies vaccination is required. Lawrence Public Library, community conversations every Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. Teen Crafts, Thursday, January 22nd at 3 o'clock p.m. Baby and Me Playgroup every Friday at 10:30 a.m. Second order of business, public hearings, we have none. A third order of business, public comments. These will be limited to 3 minutes. Members of the public may speak to the council or request opportunity to speak on a specific item that is on the agenda, or may email comments for council to info@fairfield-me.gov by 4 p.m. day of meeting. Submitted content may be read aloud at this time. Do we have any members of the public that would like to make comments or reserve time on it? Kim, please.
Good evening. My name is Kim Linloff. I'm a resident of the town of Fairfield. I came here today to thank you all for letting me, Ted and I, get married at Mill Island Park and have our reception there. We did do that with alcohol, so I think we broke the barrier. And I think it was incident-free. We did something a little different where this wasn't our first, either one of our first marriages. We did it as a kind of like a fundraiser to give back to the community. So through the process, we were able to raise money for Life Flight, Waterville Rotary Club, the Mid-Maine Chamber, Educare Central Maine, and then Bingo Mountain Coffee is a for-profit business, but it's a sustainable coffee. He actually pays the women in Africa that pick the beans a livable wage so they can pay to send their kids to K-12, because it doesn't work in Africa like it works in our country. You have to pay per child. So in addition to those that I mentioned, in lieu of gifts, we asked our guests if they wanted to give us something to donate to the Mill Island Park Fund. And so I have a check for $2,550 for you guys to spend. I'm not going to say make a Kim and Ted bench. You can do with it what you want as long as it's for the park redevelopment, and it's spent wisely. So I have a letter to that extent. I also hired No Negatives Photography to do the wedding photos. But when she had downtime, I asked her to walk the park and take photos. So I have 67 photos of the park that were professionally taken and doctored and zhuzhed, and they're gorgeous. So you can use them in marketing materials or your website or whatever you want them for. So thank you for letting us live our dream there.
Thank you.
Wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Kim, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the Economic and Community Development Committee for your generosity. We are continuing to work on improving Mill Island Park, and you'll hear about that in a few more minutes. So the money will be well appreciated and used very wisely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Kim.
Kim, congratulations to you and Ted.
Thank you.
We
Yes.
graciously accept the donation, so it's
My
amazing.
colleague, Garvin, was ridiculed at his wedding by the minister because he waited 16 years to propose, and then I was like, oh yeah, Ted waited 19. So we finally did it.
Well, thank you once again, and just a plug for Kim, she's also the president of the Kennebec Valley Chamber of Commerce, which the town of Fairfield, no more?
Mid-Maine.
Mid-Maine Chamber of Commerce, which the town of Fairfield is also a member of. We rely heavily on Kim. I email her all the time. I know Michelle relies heavily on Kim. So thank you for all you do. She is a Fairfield resident, which is a plus for us. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
Anybody else would like to reserve time or any other comments? All right, seeing none. Fourth order of business, reports from staff and committees. Town managers report.
All right, so it's been a while since we met, so it's a little lengthy, but December 24th, as you know, we had planned that all non-emergency services were going to be closing at noon. We did end up closing for the day because of the storm that happened that morning. And then all non-emergency services were closed on December 25th, 26th, and January 1st in observance of the holidays. January 6th, I attended the LPC meeting via Zoom. 5 bills were discussed regarding energy, technology, public safety, land use, and transportation. Now that the folks in Augusta are back in session, those meetings are going to pick up, and we'll be discussing a lot more bills going forward. January 6th, I attended the Economic Community Development meeting. January 7th, attended a joint meeting with the Fairfield Town Council and Benton Selectmen. There's a follow-up discussion for that item that will be at your next meeting as a discussion item. The fire chief will be at that meeting to participate in that discussion with you. And then January 8th, we attended and conducted police contract negotiations. We do have a tenant agreement in place. Look for there to be an item for that at your next meeting, also at the end of January. That same day, attended the Meet the Reps event in Waterville at the Cobricks Working and Innovation Space. January 12th, attended the Economic Community Development Committee. January 13th, attended Public Works contract negotiations. We do have a tentative agreement with them as well. Look for that to also be on your next meeting. And just for some project updates, one, it has been brought to my attention, the Hinckley Boat Landing. That location has been leased by the town of Fairfield since 1992 from CMP. It has recently come to my attention that the lease is tied to the FERC permit for the Shawmut Dam. So we will need to address this item. There's a larger piece of land there that's currently, and has been under contract for some time for sale. Some investigation into that site triggered the, what does this lease look like? And we dug it up. And so we're going to have to start working on that piece. Also, councilors should have received an email yesterday regarding Delta's rates for 26-27. The Delta board set the rate at $60 per capita. Our fee will be $388,680 for the next fiscal year. This will represent a $161,950 increase from Fairfield's current rate. The 26-27 budget review. Currently, it appears that the CERT training will not need to be at the community center on January 27th. Doesn't look like there'll be a storm this Saturday. And just looking to see if councils would be able to meet on Saturday, the 24th, to start the budget discussion. And we can discuss that further when you go over your calendar later. And then the best news of all, shortly after your last council meeting in December, I received confirmation of a grant that we had been working on. So back in March of 2023, we were invited to participate in an opportunity to partner with the Governor's Office of Policy Innovation in the future of the Congressional Direct Spending CDS proposal. The partnership would provide funding to pursue energy resilience and cost-saving upgrades to the community center, such as generator, energy-efficient windows and doors, and LED lighting. So the day after your last council meeting, I received permission to publicly let you know that the Community Resiliency Partnership Resilient Energy System Pilot Project, which your community provided a letter of support in 2023 for Congressional Direct Spending earmark application to Senator King's office. The funding totaling $2.5 million will support 10 Maine municipalities with a selection, design, and installation of resilient energy systems in public buildings. The funding in this pilot project will be administered by the Governor's Office of Policy Innovation in the Future in collaboration with the Community Resiliency Partnership in its new home at the Maine Office of Community Affairs. So the town of Fairfield is in line and eligible to receive anywhere between $200,000 to $250,000 for the upgrades here at the community center. They are hoping to establish they are putting out an RFP for a firm that will assist the 10 municipalities with those upgrades. My guess is that firm is also being paid from that grant, which is why I think it'll be closer to the 200 than the 250. But still, $200,000 for energy upgrades to this building is going to be desperately needed and warranted. So again, this has been in the works since March of 2023. So when we say that sometimes these grant programs take a really long time, we we mean it. So, but it's great, and it's exciting news for us. And that's it for me.
It's great news.
Thank you,
Thank
Michelle.
you. Michelle's been busy.
Yeah.
Well, not for 3 years, evidently, but.
Okay, committee reports. Let's start with Economic Development. Councilor Thibodeau.
The Economic and Community Development Committee met on January 6th. The first meeting of the new year is always our business meeting. Offices elected are Stephanie Thibodeau, Chair, Peter Lawrence, Vice Chair, Carol Ann Bagnulo, Secretary. Our goals for this year include, for short term, the downtown revitalization finalization that will be presented to the council. Mill Island redevelopment, focusing on completing the trail system and preparing for a new playground. This is going to be a short-term goal in 1 to 2 years. We are continuing to work and having signage as a goal, but it's because it's a long-term goal which incorporates both the downtown plan and the Mill Island plan. Our fourth goal for the year is the town farm property. The recommendation on whether to sell or keep this land is a short-term goal and hopefully will be presented shortly to the council. The Central Maine Growth Council at our meeting updated the committee on the draft for the downtown plan and also outlined goals for the new year, which will assist in pursuing grant opportunities. A vision statement was presented to the committee for the downtown plan for finalization next month. That's it.
Thank you.
Sounds like you were busy too.
Yes. Dr. Townsend, Environmental.
Yes, thank you. We met on Monday, this past Monday, the 12th, here, and the priority of that meeting was to actually present to legislators about the severity of the problem here in Fairfield. Nate Saunders did so and presented a great report that he's put together, as well as a nice PowerPoint that will be accessible. We presented to Senator Scott Searway, who represents Fairfield in the Maine Senate. No other legislators were able to come. Some had scheduling conflicts. We hope to do that again, maybe to have them come in and see this presentation. I think it really is important for them to understand the severity of the issue. The biggest focus one is that both Senator Searway and Representative Rudnicki have put together a $10 million proposal bill that actually has been approved in both chambers and now sits at appropriations. And the feeling was that will probably die there without somebody to champion it. That's where we came in. I think Senator Searway understood to a greater degree of what the severity is, how we need to have additional testing and filtration systems. But the biggest one is the focus of our committee is providing safe, clean drinking water to the citizens of Fairfield. This is a problem that was not chosen by Fairfield. It was thrust upon us without knowledge, and now we're looking for help to get out of that issue. And I think the people that are responsible for it need to step up. So one of the things, how do we do that? Senator Searway was going to work with the governor's office, along with the Appropriations Committee, as well as the President of the Senate and the Speaker of the House, to get us in front of the right people. The members of the committee all have individual personal stories of how we've been affected by PFAS, and we want to make that clear to those people that put faces to a problem and to understand the severity of the problem in Fairfield. I think it started with a little bit of basically hands up and there's not much we can do, to by the time we finished it, it's like, this is something that is important to us and that is something we can make a difference in. And I left with a much more positive feeling about where we can go with this after our meeting. So that's where we stand right now. We're trying to get in front of those people here on the next 2 weeks to a month at tops. Things will get busy in Augusta with appropriations. So I'm sure we'll hear more about other committee meetings and chances for public comment. So we'll keep you apprised of that. I think that's.
Thank you. I got a couple.
Kevin, you've got. Summary. You're on the committee as well.
Yeah, I think you captured everything very well. Thanks.
So probably coincidental, and I was going to go that night, but we already have 2 members of council. We're well represented on that committee, so I didn't want to create a quorum. But the newspaper actually came out with an article the very next morning. It had to have been coincidental, but do we know any more about our city water is now higher than national standards? And there's a timeline there that they have to fix it. I don't know if Max is on that committee or not, but
Yes.
He is.
can we just address that briefly, or?
Can
Yes, I think
answer that for you.
Okay.
So when they adopted those standards in the state of Maine, which mainly what affects especially the town of Fairfield, but mainly the water district as well, the PFOS and the PFOA at 4 parts per trillion. So even when the federal government adopted that standard, there was timeframes for that implementation. So currently, the water district averages around 6, and they are already in the works of addressing that so that their filtration systems on their end will go towards making sure that they stay in compliant. I think, I don't know if we'd mentioned it here before, but we did mention it at that meeting. The water district had put in for a grant to expand drinking water. It was around 10 million, somewhere in that neighborhood. They were not successful in that grant. The funding that has been set aside by the federal government and then given to the states to administer through Maine drinking water is all been spent, it is gone, and it has gone to filtration system upgrades for public drinking water systems. So that will continue to be a process that they work on. But all public drinking water systems, and I think there was a snippet about it in the paper, will be required to be compliant. It's just not until 27, 28, it's further out.
Okay.
They have time to do that.
I think it's just important for our residents to know that we know we're drastically affected with our private wells. And I know Kennebec Water District's working on it, but 27, 28 is right around the corner. And with the ever-changing parts per trillion at the federal level and the more knowledge it gets, I'm confident with our committee. We have people that are affected directly. We have people who work for the water district. I think we couldn't be any more connected than we are. Both our representatives have submitted bills that have passed in the state level, House and Senate. Now they've got a little extra money in the taxation. Maybe we can put a plug in them to fund that 10 million to help get us going in the right direction. But I appreciate all the work you guys have done on that. Now, with the sounds of the PFOAs, the PFAs at 4 parts per trillion, that's going to affect not only Fairfield, but anybody in Kennebec water districts. So we're talking Waterville, Winslow, Vassarboro, Clint, anybody that's got city water. So hopefully they'll focus and where it's affecting thousands of more people, maybe we can get a little clarification and direction on some funding. So thank you, guys.
And the committee's next meeting is set so that they're supposed to attempt to meet with the executive director of the water district as well. So they would
I
definitely.
don't want to jump over you,
Nope.
Tim. I'll just ask, Max, do you wish to say anything, summaries of what we just talked about? Okay, thank you.
Like I said, I know we've got the right people, they're on it, and those were important meetings, but to keep us out of a quorum, knowing we're represented, it's nice to be able to hear those reports right here. I'm more than comfortable getting that education from you and that committee, so thank you for that work.
You're welcome.
When's the next meeting for environmental?
We didn't set a date.
We're waiting.
We're waiting till we
for
confirm
other people's
timeframe.
schedules.
Okay.
So yeah, probably early next month.
Yeah, mid-February, somewhere
yeah.
in there, early to
Great,
mid-February.
thank
For the
you.
next meeting, we should have a date for you.
All right, Building Committee, Council Lawrence.
Oh, the building committee did not meet in January because we're waiting for the RFPs to come back. And Michelle will tell us when they'll come back and schedule a meeting.
Okay,
You're tentatively scheduled for a meeting on the 24th of February,
February?
February 24th. You're meeting right after the RFPs come back.
All right.
So, Building Committee will be tentatively February 24th. Ice Arena has not met. We meet January 22nd, next Thursday, right here in council chambers. Is that it for committees?
Sir.
Okay, fifth order of business, consent agenda. These items are considered routine or standard business and therefore will be enacted by one motion. There'll be no separate discussion of these items unless a council member so requests prior to the consideration of this portion of the agenda, in which event the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered next on the agenda. Item 26-01, ordered that the Fairfield Town Council hereby waives the reading of and accepts the minutes for meeting number 2025-21. And item 26-02, order that the Fairfield Town Council hereby approves the treasurer's warrant number 96 in the amount of $710,453.96 to include but not limited to motor vehicle fees, MSAD number 49 January allocation, Maine Municipal Employee Health, and New England Salt Company.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Councilor Lawrence, second by Councilor Townsend. Any discussion?
Yes.
Councilor Thibodeau.
On the warrant sheet that we got, the general fund was for $710,032.95, and that's different from what was read in the article.
That is right. Which one's correct?
The original one is correct.
Grab the one that they sign.
Oh, they have it. Please hold.
At the bottom.
710-03295.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so I'm going to reread item number 26-02. Order that the town council hereby approves the treasurer's warrant number 96 in the amended amount of $710,032.95 to include but not limited to motor vehicle fees, MSAD 49 January allocation, Maine Municipal Employee Health, and New England Salt and Company.
So move.
Second.
Motion again by Councilor Lawrence, second by Councilor Townsend. Any other discussion? Thank you for that correction.
You're welcome.
All those in favor? Unanimous, 5-0. Sixth order of business, old business, we have none. Seventh order of business, to take action on the following items of business. Item 26-03, order that the town council hereby approves the memorandum of understanding for the National Fraternal Order of Police.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Councilor Lawrence, second by Councilor Thibodeau. You should have that memorandum in your packet. Any questions or any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Unanimous, 5-0. Item 26-04, order that the town council hereby confirms the town manager's appointment of John Houghton Jr. as patrol officer for the Fairfield Police Department.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilor Townsend, second by Councilor Thibodeau. Chief?
Good evening.
Good evening.
As noted in my memo, Officer Houghton is a graduate of Mountain Valley High School. He also has a BS in criminal justice from Husson University. He currently works for VA Togus as a sergeant in their security division. He's decided to come to work for us. He has completed his FTO. He's currently actually, I believe, working both jobs full-time. He works the opposing schedule that he's on right now. And he's doing that to help us out because we're so short-handed. So we brought him on January 2nd. We will begin the process of getting a waiver for his academy training, which was the reason we needed to have that document signed that you just signed. That's a very painstaking process. It takes there's 780 hours of training that they receive in the academy, and we have to show that he's had training equal to or greater than every hour of that training. So Captain Manx currently on vacation. When he returns, he'll begin that process, along with Officer Houghton. And we hope to have that approved by probably March, April. And if approved, he won't have to attend the academy.
Fantastic. Any questions for Chief?
None.
Seeing none, all those in favor? Unanimous, 5-0.
Thank you.
Welcome, Officer Houghton Jr.
Definitely.
Item 26-05, order the town council hereby sets the dates, times, and location for town council meetings to be held in 2026 calendar.
So move.
Second.
All right.
Any discussion?
Yes.
Yes, please.
In August, the town manager usually goes for her, for training, and we normally meet just once during that month, so.
When is it?
Do you know when it is, Michelle?
So I don't have a date yet, but typically it falls within that week of the 10th to the 14th.
Okay.
Usually it's that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
So the calendar in front of us is to continue basically the second and fourth Wednesdays of each month. And we're noting that the first week of August, we may forego. August 12th.
So would you move it to the 19th or keep it the 26th?
I would probably just keep it for the 26th unless
Keep
we
it
need a
26th.
special meeting.
That's what yeah.
That works.
I had June 19th highlighted on mine in pink. I don't know what that means.
That's Juneteenth. It's a holiday, and it was not added to the original calendar.
As a holiday.
But when you guys approve this, it will be fixed.
Okay.
So that's Juneteenth, just adding as a federal holiday.
Yep.
The other item I had was the annual town meeting. And that would be, I believe, Monday, the 4th? Or is it the 5th?
It would be Monday, May 11th.
May 11th?
If you choose to do it then like you have in the past, you now have the ability with the charter change, you have to have town meeting between May 1st and June 30th. So I think that's one of the conversations you're going to need to have in the future as to whether or not you're going to do referendum town meeting in line with the election in June, which is June 9th.
So to be determined then.
That's a to be determined. November for you is typically tricky,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I think we have it highlighted that it would be the 18th.
Yes.
And then December 9th.
And then December 9th or December 16th. Well, I mean, you actually have the ability to do the 9th and the 23rd that month. Or we could do the 16th in the middle. Because the only holiday we have is the 24th and the 25th are holidays, as far as the town is concerned.
I think we leave that one tentative, see what the
That's
schedule
what I was
looks like.
thinking too.
Right.
Leave it tentative. Normally, December isn't usually a very busy, heavy month.
No, it isn't. We
But
keep
at least-
December typically light.
But we could have at least the 23rd in case we need it.
Okay.
Right.
So add that
think
as
so.
well. And then if we don't need it, we can come back and
Right.
address it then.
So we are adding the 23rd.
Yes.
Okay, other than that, pretty clean. So we'll continue second and fourth Wednesdays of each month, 6:30, right here in council chambers. Couple tentative dates scheduled.
And then again, can we go back to the next Saturday for budget? Does that work for everybody?
24th.
I will not be here, but
Will not be here.
I will be in Chicago.
Let's not do it then. How about February 7th?
Nope.
How about January 31st?
I will be.
Nope.
No? Okay.
14th?
That's the only day I'm available, the 14th or the 28th. That's it.
Well, if we did council the 14th and did budget committee the 28th,
The 25th, you mean? Oh, Budget
28th.
Committee.
It'll be
Budget committee.
Saturdays.
Saturdays.
Committee,
they're
yeah.
Saturdays. That's still really early.
Yeah.
So if you do secret ballot town meeting and you align with June, the clerk has backdated the calendar, so you need to be complete and done by the first week of April. Right, so you still have plenty of time to do that.
Right.
I'm good with the 14th.
I'm good with the 14th.
I'm good with the 14th.
I mean, it's Valentine's Day, but we're out of here before the evening, so.
We hope.
That means council.
Things happen
We can
during
bring
the
you
day.
all a box of chocolates.
Cookies.
You want cookies?
No, no sugar for me.
Okay.
I'll just take
So we'll go with the 14th for the budget, and I'll shoot for the 28th because of also availability with the budget committee
Okay.
for February. Just so you know that now, because council usually attends, but that's not mandatory for the budget committee one. Okay. Perfect.
That's wide open.
That works.
Okay, we're good on that. We don't need a motion.
You do need a motion to approve all of that.
Okay,
I'll make a motion.
Because you already have a motion. It was Peter and Stephanie was the second.
Oh,
so we're done discussion. We just need to vote on it.
okay.
Any other discussion on the calendar? Seeing none, all those in favor? Unanimous, 5-0.
Save that.
Item 26-06, order the town council hereby confirms appointments made by the town manager.
That is on the back side of that.
We have a lot of,
It's part B of your town council appointments. It's on the back page.
On the back page.
They're just standard appointments that are required by law to be annually.
Part B, yep.
Right here on the back of this one.
Right.
I'll make a motion that we appoint building inspector, one-year term to Nicole Martin, code enforcement officer, one-year term to Nicole Martin, plumbing inspector, one-year term, Nicole Martin, and also the tax assessor, a one-year annual term contract to RJD Appraisal.
Second.
motion by Councilor Thibodeau, second by Councilor Townsend. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Unanimous, 5-0. Thank you. Eighth order of business, council workshop and other business. Discuss elected officials, municipal and state protocol, annual reminders. Michelle, you want to just do a quick brief on those?
So those are just all of your pieces. It's the memorandum from the town clerk, correct?
Yep.
Yep. And they're all the things that we normally have every single year. At this meeting, at your organizational, the council just makes sure they go over all of our rules and procedures of anything from oaths of office, conducting code of conduct, freedom of, so forward training, general assistance, fair hearing authority, agreements, all of those different pieces come forward in all of this. And that's really what all of this is, various reminders, places in which, training that's available for newly elected officials, but there's also, as you're aware, training available for current officials, basically how there's records retention, forward compliance, communication, all kinds of pieces. Standard business. Nothing has changed. None of the rules regarding any of the policies that you've had in place or state statutes that have been in place regarding any of these items since last year has changed either. So things are the same.
So my question is to the town clerk, do you want us to sign off tonight on these where we need to sign?
You can, unless you want to read through everything, and then you can bring it to me at the next meeting.
I'm clear on mine.
I'm clear
I've
on
signed
it.
mine. Kevin may be
Clear
the
on it.
only one that really
He's
didn't
signing it
start
now.
with it last year.
He's signing it now.
On
right.
mine right now.
Okay.
All right?
As
Yeah,
long-
if you
as
guys
long
want
as
to sign
nobody
them,
has any concerns.
I can take them after the meeting.
Yeah, and
from
we
you
just
guys.
wanted to make sure too,
is
so you
yours.
usually discuss it, so to make sure that there wasn't something else you wanted to add to it or anything that came up, so.
So it's going to be for the code of conduct, the memorandum, and for Maine's right to know law, correct? I'm not
Correct.
missing anything?
Yep, oath of office, which we did, code of conduct, the forward training, which there is a handout in there for that, and the fair hearing authority for general assistance.
Great.
We're all good. Anybody have any questions?
All those.
No? Okay. Number 2, discuss code of conduct, emails outside of public meetings.
That also is included in there, again, so that one, and then your next item, no, that's appointments made. Yeah, the code of conduct hasn't changed either since your last time either, it's just annually done. And I remember, everyone that the town council appoints, this code of conduct also goes back on the back of their appointment, so this also applies to all of our boards and committee members as well.
Is everybody all set with code of conduct and emails outside of public meetings? Yep. Okay, appointments made by town council. We've got a pretty big attached list.
Oh, before we go on
Yeah.
to that, I have a question. On the charter for this year, we are going to form a new charter committee, right? And the purpose for that is to look at the elections, correct? And was that the only thing?
You already changed that.
We already changed that. So is there going to be a charter commission to review the charter this year?
They do in 26?
Well, per the charter, it's supposed to be done.
Yeah.
But that's in the, I think it's in the fall. I don't know his names right now.
Section 102, commencing blah, 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 January 26th, a committee of 5 members shall be appointed every 5th year by the town council to review and recommend changes in their charter. And then it goes on, talks about revisions or if there's anything warranted or
I
not.
feel like it's not due this year. Let me look.
Is it every 5 years? I can't remember.
It's every 5 years, and I don't think it's been 5 years since we had one.
Said commencing the,
Well, the thing is, the last time we did this, we couldn't get anybody to be on the charter commission.
No, so you did the committee
We did
that
the-
you had.
Yeah.
And then the committee recommended that there be changes to the charter.
Okay.
So you tried to get a charter commission,
And that's what didn't go.
and that didn't pass. So, and the only change that needed to be done was the amendment to when the annual town meeting was. So you opted to do, you fell under the portion of the law that allowed you to do it as an amendment, not an actual
what it was.
charter
Amendment, yeah.
Okay.
change.
Yeah.
But we had that charter committee, but I feel like it wasn't due yet. You wait just a minute.
what gets me is it says commencing in 2021 in the month of January, a
Right.
committee of
This is-
5 members shall be appointed every 5th year.
So we should,
So two,
so we should have a committee to look over the charter this year.
This year.
commencing in 2021.
Yeah. Thank you, Kevin.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Looks like there was a review in 21.
Or I can hand it to you so if you want to.
So we do have one person that has applied for that committee, but we need to publicly put it out.
Apply for that.
Yep.
Was it 5 members?
Yes.
It was done, yeah, it was done in
21.
In 21, it wrapped up, looks like in,
So we need a
Summer,
5-member charter commission review committee.
And there should be somebody from the town council on that.
Right. It says, in addition to the 5-member committee, a member of the town council shall serve as a non-voting advisory member.
Yeah.
Well, do we have a council member that would like to volunteer?
I'll do it.
Thank you. I did it the last time, so.
We go to Kevin?
I'm good.
I was thinking about Stephanie, but I know she did it.
It should be, I would like somebody else to
Right,
do it,
to,
because it's time to change the carrier of the torch.
I've been on that committee in the past as well.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, do I really want to volunteer?
No, we actually
No,
did.
you'll be
we-
fine.
We had an actual committee that was elected when I was on it, so it's been a
you were
while.
part of the charter commission.
Commission,
right.
right. So,
Right. I've done 2 of the charter committees.
reviews,
Anyways, and 1 commission,
yep.
so.
So,
Before, the charter review committee was Angela Carlton, Zachary Golder, Ted Heelberg, Terry Mishu, Joe Rowden, and Stephanie was the council rep. when we did it in '21.
Okay, so we're going to appoint Kevin as our council rep.
And then we
And I
can
will-
advertise and
We
collect.
can advertise it. We do have one person that has
Yeah.
requested to be on that already, so. Should we set a date for,
I thought I saw somebody else too.
I did too, I thought there was two.
Yeah.
it may
So,
be, I
yeah.
just see one right here.
I'm looking.
But we can pull that list together for you.
Okay.
And even, you can still appoint, because you're just discussing right
Right,
now.
right.
You're going to do all your appointments at your next meeting.
Yep.
You can at least appoint those that have already put forward, but we'll make sure we really we'll advertise that as one that needs members, because that wasn't part of the original list.
Okay?
So I have a question.
Yep.
As a non-voting advisory member, who do I go to for advice or counsel, so to speak? Would that be right to the town manager or to the chair?
Yes.
Okay.
You have a second person.
Yeah, Shelley and Ted.
Oh, okay, there was two.
Yeah, it's Ted.
Ted?
You're Ted.
We'll take him.
I'll be sending him an email.
Helbert.
You didn't
That's not
submit
funny,
that
but
for
it's
your
funny.
husband?
Surprise. Less trouble for you.
Okay, do we have any other comments, questions on our appointments? There's still,
Well, I do.
yep,
On the, people had, we had 3 people that had also put down the Economic and Community Development Committee. And according to our bylaws, we're set up for 7 people. They are open meetings. The people that signed up for the Economic Committee, we do meet on the first Tuesday of every month. That was decided upon at our last meeting at 3:30. But if they're interested in coming, I just want them to know that their input would be valued, and it would be taken seriously for what they wanted to add to our meetings. The only thing is, when it comes time to vote, they would not be able to vote. And we don't vote very often. So. Most of it's discussion and planning.
I do want to say that for the planning board, there have been applications that would fill all of the vacant seats. However, there was a person who expressed interest to me tonight that they also would like to be considered. So I don't have an application for him, but I could get that to you as soon as I get it. Mark Williamson.
And have that at your next meeting.
Yep.
And the hope is that with some of these folks that there's 2 vacant positions still on the Environmental Committee. There's a vacancy on the Board of Assessment Review. So we're still looking for folks to fill some of these positions, so.
So I have a question as well. Since environmental is now a standing committee, should they be on this list as well?
Yes, they probably should be.
Yeah, they
The
will.
appointment one for the town manager. Yeah, when I get it finalized, I'll redo that whole list.
So what will happen, that list that you have there in front of you, when it comes to you next week for appointments, it will be inclusive of everything for
Perfect.
that. Yeah.
okay. So Brittany, you're going to repost those that are interested in
Yep.
what we have for vacancies.
Yep.
Looks like there's still quite a few, so. Any other questions, comments on appointments?
Council meeting brochure.
Looks good.
Oh,
Okay.
that's the next one.
Item 4, discuss council meeting procedure brochure.
Oh. Because technically 3 and 5 are the same.
Do you have an extra one over there by chance? I left mine at the house.
Yeah.
I have one.
So
Yeah,
I
I've got one right here.
Okay,
got it.
so I redid this. It's different than it has been in the past. I made it a little easier to read, a little easier to follow. more organized. Obviously, the council members, where it says Tim as chair, Peter, Stephanie, those will be updated to reflect the new changes. I think that's probably one of the only things that will need to be fixed.
Yeah?
I could do that.
Kevin?
Is it worth mentioning in here that the chair, because here it strictly says 3 minutes, I know we had talked last year about,
I've been pretty vague on the 3 minutes unless we've got overflow. I think it's important to listen to our constituents.
leave it this way, but let it be known that
Yeah.
we're willing to listen.
Yeah. I mean, I think we've gone over many times the right discussion. I'd like to be a little vague in that, but if it, if it's redundant and we're talking about the same subject over and over again, we should keep it at 3 minutes.
I agree.
Looks good.
Other than that, looks good? Okay.
Good.
All right, item 5, discuss boards and committee applicants.
You just did that, so.
I think it's,
You
Fair enough.
combined the two, really, when you just, your last conversation.
so yeah, I think it's the same.
Same thing as,
Yeah. As the appointments made by town council, so, yep. We'll address them next meeting once we have all our
A
applicants.
list of the applicants and the vacancies.
So there should be an updated list, so that's everybody that I have now.
Yep.
Next meeting, we have some before next meeting, I will send them to you so you're prepared for your next meeting. And then next meeting, you'll appoint those people to those
Thank you.
Got a hand.
Well, sorry to interrupt. I did submit an application for appointment, and I just came by if anybody would like to meet with me afterwards, see what I may be best
Could you-
suited for if you're interested.
Yeah, please take the podium, just state your name. I know,
Sorry.
normally we would do this in public comment, but when we got a new applicant, we would love to see who you are. And
Sorry, I wasn't sure if that was
That's okay.
for public comment or if I should wait. Jordan Nickerson recently submitted an application to be considered for appointment to whatever committee I may be best suited for. I'm not sure. If anybody would like to follow up with me and discuss anything, I'm open to it. Just looking to serve however I can.
Thank you.
Thank you.
is there any specific committee, Jordan, that you're interested in? We have a number of vacancies.
I don't have a lot of experience with budgetary and financial issues outside of payroll and, inventory management, things like that. I am interested in the Economic Development Committee. However, I could be helpful, really.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you have any specific questions regarding my background or skills or anything like that, I'd be more than happy to answer them.
You're more than welcome to attend our meetings.
Thank you.
Thank you for volunteering.
And they do have your application.
Yep.
just so
Yes,
you're
we
aware.
do have
plan
it.
Do have it.
Yep.
oh,
It could be dangerous. We might plug you right in.
It'll be on lots of things.
You're gonna end up like Max, so we're gonna have you on 20 committees. Thank you, Jordan. Okay, discuss annual town report dedication and annual Spirit of America Award.
we do the fees.
Oh, the fee schedule.
6?
Oh,
Fee
did I skip
schedule.
one? I'm sorry. Discuss town council administrative policy and fee schedule. So we did make a number of changes this year.
You will have some changes that are coming up. So again, remember, we had to do a public hearing
Yep.
in order for you to do the change change the amounts for the road opening.
Right?
Not sure. So last year, out of this conversation, there were certain things the council wanted us to take a look at. This has pretty much been on everybody's radar all year. I don't think there's anything big for you.
think
I had
lot
a
of those
question about speeding tickets. Mm-hmm. Who sets the price for them?
The state of Maine.
The state of Maine? Do we keep all of that amount or part of it?
We get none of that,
We get none of it.
none of that.
Oh, okay.
Speeding, the only fine, the police department fines are listed.
Yep.
Where are they? Parking tickets is your big one. There's a few others.
We made an adjustment on parking tickets.
Yep.
Right.
We addressed solar as well. I don't know exactly where it is.
And then, but yeah, no, speed, that's a common misconception, especially when, it's always funny when people think that they have a quota in order to hand out a certain number of tickets, so we raise a certain amount of money for the month. Speeding ticket money does not go to the municipality in any community. It all goes to the state.
I was just wondering how, has the kitchen here at the community center been booked at all, do you know? Since we got it updated?
I'm not sure if it's been
think it
rented
has.
since
I
it's
haven't seen
been,
anything.
I
think once or twice.
I think some folks might have used it for a birthday party. I'm not sure. One of the things that was not in my manager's report, only because I forgot about it, the administrative assistant that we had has resigned, so there was no update for you for this month for that, but it's definitely part of our advertisement for the kitchen. And we bought a new coffee pot, so you're good.
Any questions on our admin policy or, again, fee schedule?
I think we made some adjustments during the year, and I think it looks good.
Yep. Okay, we'll move on to discussion annual town report dedication and annual Spirit of America Award.
I like the idea of having Geraldine King for the dedication in the town report. I just wish we had thought of this before. Al,
Yep. did
so
the
generous.
donation.
Yeah.
So last year, we put them on the website, and then people would email, or was that after the nominations? I don't remember.
That was for the Spirit of America Award. We can do that again. There was a poll and people voted for, not a poll, people just put in who they wanted to
Names for the
nominate.
The Spirit of America one. I think that's a really good idea to do it,
Yeah, I can do that again.
coming from the people.
Put their email on there, so,
Al
Yeah.
King's going to be a big one for me, so.
Yeah.
what's that?
Al King's certainly going to be a name that I will bring up. So we'll post that to get nominations for the town report dedication and the annual Spirit of America Awards. If you have anybody in mind that you're interested, think they're deserving of those two awards, please contact the town office and,
We discuss that at the next council meeting?
yes.
Public comment on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have to vote for them at the next meeting, right?
No, they don't have to vote. You don't have to vote on it at your next meeting. You have time.
Just get
There
nominations.
probably at least
Get some nominations in.
Right.
A couple people in this room
What's the
that I would
deadline for
put on
Spirit
there
of
as well.
America? That's not, for that, Spirit of America is a ways, that gets recognized in the fall. You just have to have the dedication for your town report prior to when we have to send the town report to the printers. So we like to get it as early as possible, but you do have a little bit of time.
Didn't we do Spirit of America at town meeting?
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
We did.
Yeah, you recognize the Grange.
Yep.
So then what happens is with after Spirit of America, they also get recognized at the county level. There's
Yep.
a Spirit of America event
Yep.
in which they recognize everyone. So we recognize them at town meeting, put them in the town report, and they get recognized at that event as well.
I believe that state legislators do a sentiment as well.
They can, yes, yeah, they've done that before in the
Yep.
past. Yeah, typically that's what they do.
Okay.
It's not on here either, but the Boston Post cane is open. Unfortunately, the last recipient passed away. I did reach out to I forget his name, somebody that met the criteria. I have not heard back from them. So as of right now, we're looking for the oldest resident.
I know I sent you an email on one. She
wasn't the oldest based off the records that we have. It doesn't mean that she's not if, these people aren't around anymore. But as of right now, we're still looking for the eldest resident in Fairfield.
So we're looking for a Boston Cane Post recipient to be our oldest resident in Fairfield. And again, they don't always want that recognition, but if you know of somebody who's elder, maybe our oldest citizen, please send that into the town as well. So.
Yeah, I think Cecile, she was born, I think it was September 26, 1922 or 27. I think it's 22. So
She was 102 when she.
yes, okay. So, yeah, it would have to be after that date.
So typically, we're probably going to be looking at, well, no, it's as close to that as you can be, right? So usually it ends up being someone who is at least in their mid-90s, if not older.
Over 100, yeah.
And usually it's because of the fact that, like you said, there are a number of folks who usually will pass on the recognition. Because it's typically considered a curse. So, but it is a great honor to be part of all of that because it's a wonderful tradition that is very unique to the state of Maine, and it's a good piece. So,
Okay. Discuss other council business. We'll go around the room. Council Kitchen.
I have nothing.
Council Thibodeau.
Well, last Saturday, we had our first CERT training. We had 11 people present. We had 5 no-shows, one that was sick that's going to be joining us on this coming Saturday. But I do want the public to know that you still can receive your CERT training. You can go online to the University of Utah. There's an accredited CERT training program. If you're interested in doing that, and then join us on Saturday for our second day of training. This Saturday, it's all going to be, we're dealing with medical stuff. So that should be interesting. It's very much worth our while. And remember, we want to make the community center a cooling and warming center. And in order for that to happen, we need to have people that are CERT trained that can man. The
Requirement.
It is a requirement, because they need to know what to do.
I asked Bill for another training.
But it is,
I says, I don't need another training.
no, okay, so you've got something else that is similar to CERT, so we can talk about that.
Right.
What we do need are people that are available during the workday. So if you're going to be available, we've had somebody volunteer to be our team leader, and he would really like to have about 20 people be on our CERT team. And we're looking at retired people, so that while other people are working, we can open up the shelter during the daytime. So more will be coming from this, and it's good to hear that we might be getting a generator now. So that was the missing link to us being really
It'll be a big grant.
a warming and cooling center. We need to have that generator. And so that is really good, really good. So if people are interested in becoming certified, I encourage you to call the town office, get your name on the roster for this Saturday. We will work through this with you. Make sure that you have the right criteria for the lessons that you have missed, and work with Sarah Bickford, who's the director of our county's emergency management agency, and in order to get certified. So it's still open and we have room, so.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great program. Council Townsend.
I have a few things. One is actually, somebody may have noticed the lights in the gazebo during the Christmas holidays. So I'm going to throw her under the bus. But thank you for Karen Bagnulo to do that. It brings a little cheer to the day. And her husband, Richard, who braved the ladder. She wanted to beat him for being on it, but it just brought some lights to the park and to the gazebo, and we've talked about hopefully trying to do something more in the future. So again, I thank you for doing that. It's always nice to have cheer. We will continue. PFAS is a big issue for me. I was really encouraged by our meeting the other night, and so we'll try to keep you all informed as we move forward on that, because I think that's something that's important for the development of Fairfield in the next 100 years. So I think we'll make sure we continue to work for you on that end. And the last one is actually after the tragedy yesterday. Make sure that when we think about our first responders, right? And I think they are always in the first line of fire and doing their duty. But we also have to we can't forget about our public works crew out there, and they are in danger at times as well. And I think so. I'll just encourage people to slow down, pay attention, and be careful. So I appreciate all the hard work they do, and make sure we don't have another tragedy like that.
Thank you. Council Lawrence?
Okay, this Friday, January 16th, at the Grange, there's a senior luncheon from 11 to 1. And also, too, Saturday, the 7th of February, the Chocolate Festival will be here from 9 to 4. And also, too, this year is our nation's 250th birthday. And I've been hearing some things from the residents that we should have a celebration. So just put the word out, any volunteers out there and things like that. Or have a council run an event. So
Trying to get Fairfield Heyday started last year. A lot of talk, not a lot of volunteers, but I'd be more than willing to start that again. And like you said, 250th anniversary is a big deal. So I think we're going to bring that up again.
Yeah, agreed.
Council Kitchen.
Sorry, I forgot to bring this up. The ATV Club, we had our first meeting of the year for the Glow Ride coming up. And so far, the committee has looked at the route. We're still in discussions, but coming through Fairfield with that.
Cool.
So we'll be working out the details with that. We had members of our police department there, and we have support of law enforcement in Waterville as well. We have supported KBCC in the past, so we have some plans in place, and hopefully we can make that work. Bring everybody through Fairfield for that. So
You have a date?
I don't have. August 15th is when we're going to be.
August 15th is the Glow Ride.
August 15th. So there'll be more to come on that, and then we post on some of the community Facebook pages if people want to get involved in that committee for the Glow Ride. We're always seeking people to help.
It's a great event. Thank you. Just a couple things from me. First, I want to thank Kim and Ted again. That's an unbelievable donation from one of our residents and somebody I've known a long time. Thank you. It's going to go a long ways. It's been a while since we've met. So I did attend Cops for Kids here at the community center, and it was fantastic. Huge kudos to our police force for what they do. Mrs. Santa and Santa, fantastic. It really, if you have a chance to walk through and see it next year, it takes, I mean, they're exhausted when they're done, but it's a fantastic event, huge community spirit, and can't thank the police force enough for what they do. So just another thing, we did have an accident downtown Main Street recently, a death for a pedestrian. So please be cautious when you're walking, where you're walking. Wear some light clothing, something you can be seen. I don't know the particulars of what happened, but be alert. Make sure you're not on your cell phone driving or while walking. Keep your head up. We don't need accidents that can be avoidable. The sun's bright right now. It's glaring off the snow. There was an accident on College Ave yesterday. I'm going to assume the same thing. Driver inattention. We have that tragedy in Waterville. These are all things that can be avoidable. I know we all get in a hurry, and life can be busy sometimes, but tomorrow's not promised to anybody, so please pay attention, slow down, smell the roses, and be safe. Be safe, and may our public works, police, and fire be safe as well. You know, they always want to go home at the end of the day, and that's probably the best thing we can wish for them is a safe day of work and the ability to go home to their loved ones. So just please be cautious. That's all I have for tonight. Our next regular meeting of Fairfield Town Council will be on Wednesday, January 28, 2026, to be held as a hybrid meeting in council chambers and via Zoom at 6:30 p.m. At this time, we will recess, so council will recess to sign all documents that require signature of the council member.
Make a motion to recess.
Second. Thank you for coming, everyone.